I had another one of those strange dreams, or maybe they are visions. Whatever it was, I've dreamed of walking down the streets of the city, and mortals and vampires alike stepped aside or cowered in fear before my power. I feel the power of my blood increasing. I feel that the time is nigh in which all those who stand against me will be swept aside by the torrent of my might. I've also dreamt of how it felt to drain that Camarilla's pie dry, how it felt to crush his life force, to steal his power, to make it part of my own. And it reminded me, there is still this serial killer about. I almost admire his ferocity. I've seen his handiwork, and I feel like his savagery might be a good addition to my own power, so I might actually hunt him down after all. I didn't care about it that much before. I would have let him just continue his bloody work, but now that I have learned what I can do with those that I defeat, well, it's a different story after all. So I think I'll be visiting Santa Monica and checking out this salvage yard. And if I find the killer there, well, I'll end his bloody path and then consume his body and his soul to take his power for my own. That sounds like a decent enough plan. I might actually pay Therese a visit as well. I feel like I might be strong enough at this point to defeat her too. And destroying her body and soul will barely be punishment enough for all of the bullshit she put me through along with her quote-unquote sister back in Santa Monica. Plus, surely she would have some of her power to lend as well, should I choose to consume her soul, but I'm not sure if I'll do that yet. I'd probably went insane if I had to listen to her voice scolding me inside of my head for all eternity. But first I'll hunt down the serial killer, and then, I guess, I'll see what else I can do.
Need a ride?
Yes, take me to Santa Monica. Now, actually, I wonder if they told Mercurio that I've turned Cloak to the Sabbat, cause it seemed that Isaac's ghoul, Romero, didn't know. He didn't, or at least if he did know, and he was too scared to act against me. I'll pay Mercurio a visit, see if he's up for a fight. Or will he just pretend that nothing happened? Well, if he wants to play that game, I might as well buy some ammunition from him. Mercurio?
Took a trip to see a friend of mine. He's a quartermaster down at a police station in OC. Guy's been miffed about a pay freeze, so he's agreed to start filling my wish list for a cut. Got a SWAT rifle out of this trip. Interested?
Huh. So I guess he doesn't care? Or he doesn't know. Well, either way, he might yet be of use to me. Show me what you've got. Huh, Desert Eagle. You've got quite a few interesting things here. I think I'll buy a bunch of them, if you're offering. First, have this pea shooter. I have no need for it. This as well. And do I have anything else to sell? Not really. Well, I'll take the Desert Eagle. And some ammo for it to boot. And I think I'll take this as well. You know, some faster firepower might be of use, especially with the scope. Yeah. That should have decent stopping power. I'll buy a few rounds for the spas as well. It has served me well these past few nights. I'm not exactly interested in the sniper rifle. I think this assortment of weaponry is more than enough to conduct any kind of business I would have a need of conducting. Well, nice doing business with you, I guess. Little do you know of ways in which I will use those things you just sold me. Or maybe he does know. Maybe he just pretends he doesn't because he doesn't want to face me. If so, then he's smarter than he looks. Now, the salvage yard is on the other side of the town. Huh, I wonder if they told Vandal about me, if he'll still be willing to sell me blood, cause I might pay him a visit as well. It would be perhaps prudent to stock up on blood before going to face Hazel at the church. Huh, wonder if Bertram is still here. Maybe I could take him down as well. Huh, he is, but... To be honest, between him and Therese, he's probably the more dangerous. Well, first, Brother Salvage, yeah.
I have seen the squirming on the horizon.
Let me check if I can find any clues about the whereabouts of the serial killer. Okay, I have no idea who that was. Huh. Was it him? I was a little slow to react just because I wasn't expecting him to just be standing, you know, just outside the door like that. Huh. Any clues here? Not exactly. Some dogs. I'll take them down, just in case he lets them out at some point, just as that Camarilla spy did. Huh. Well, it is a junkyard, alright, but I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. Whoa, fuck! Is that him? That was, first of all, that was pretty close, but second, I think it's a different guy after all. It's not the guy that was in front of the door, so I'm not sure what's the deal with that. Well, anyway, he's here, pretty clearly. I just have to hunt him down. Show yourself, you coward. It will not be as easy to take down as the rest of your victims. Well, he's clearly... Fuck! Ow, that hurt. He's clearly running from me. Which I feel pretty great about, to be honest. Well, if he only knew what was in store for him, he'd probably be running faster. Fuck. Fuck. Fire. is not exactly what I wanted to see here, but then it's equally dangerous for him, I guess. Must be getting desperate. Show yourself! Ah, there you are. Yeah, that's very clearly a different guy from the one in front of the door.
No! Back off, vampire! Stay the fuck back! I did nothing to you!
Well, maybe not, but I have a good enough reason to kill you.
My work is done. I don't want to, but I'll fight you to the death.
Well, if you want, you can plead your case, but it's not going to avail you, I don't think.
Why? So you can pass judgment on me? So you can decide if those murderers deserve to be gutted? You'll never know how it feels, never!
Well, I don't really care what your reasons were. In fact, I could have left you alone for all I cared until now. It's just that, regardless of your motives, well, let's just say you won't be walking away from this encounter alive. Your strength will be better suited towards serving my purposes. Now,
You'll never take me alive, vampire.
what a pathetic bitch. Well, I never intended to take you alive. Not your body, anyways. They are all pathetic, they are all weaklings. That was less impressive than I anticipated it would be. You don't really have a choice. You will do as I tell you. Now submit to your new master, bitch. That's what I thought. He wasn't half as strong as I expected him to be. But still, his soul was a little tasty morsel, I guess. Yeah. Well, I don't think I'm done yet. I feel an appetite for something more.
There is no hiding your true face to the judge.
I think I'll leave Bertram alive for now. He seems a tougher nut to crack than Therese would be. And I fucking hate that crazy bimbo, so destroying her would have an added bonus of, you know, getting payback for all the bullshit she had me do back in the day. To be honest, I'm surprised she didn't attack me when I was back at the asylum with the Quijin girl. But then, perhaps even then, she was already scared, as she should be. Well, guess who's back, you crazy bitch?
Your existence is very tenuous at the moment. Please, get to the point of your presence in my city.
Your city? Well, it's not going to be yours for long.
The Sabbat will never get a foothold here. Listen, you're young and naive, so I'll offer you this chance one more time. Go! Get out of here!
I don't think you get it, Therese. I'm not going anywhere. In fact, I came here specifically for you. I came here to take your very fucking soul, and I will do just that.
That was so stupid it was almost cute. Almost. Threats I do not tolerate.
Well, you can't really stop me, but you can try. And give it all you got. Man, are they all pathetic.
Despicable. So unclean. Please, be quick about it.
Quick? Well, I'm not sure how quick it'll be for you, but from now on, you'll be taking orders from me. Well, I expect you to do what I tell you to do. The roles have been reversed now, bitch. Well, wouldn't be so sure of that. You're going to have to pull that stick out of your ass if you want to survive. Submit to my will, you fucking pathetic weakling. Your time is over. My time, well, my time is nigh. Ha! That's what I wanted to hear. Now, do not raise your voice with me ever again, or I'll find a way to make you pay, even now in your current state. Man, they're all fucking pathetic. I came in here expecting a tough fight with at least one of them, and instead they both went down like fucking little bitches. Pathetic. Well, I think I'm ready to go and bring down Hazel as well. Wonder if I'll have a chance to consume him as well. He would make a fine addition to that fucking menagerie I've got inside of my head now. But before I do, I think I'm going to pay Vandal a visit. His mistress is dead, although I'm not sure if he would feel that. But either way, if he opposes me, I'll gladly eviscerate him as well, and if not, I still need blood, don't I? I better stock up before the fight with Hazel, although if it's as pathetic as the others, I don't really even need that. Hey, you.
The blood god returns.
Ha! So I'm a god now, am I? That suits me well enough. Show me what you've got.
5? Oh no, wouldn't like that, queen bitch. Queen bitch would say no.
Well,
5?
your queen bitch is no more. I am your god now, mortal.
5?
And with that done, I think I'm ready to return to East LA and show Hazel the true meaning of power.
Hop in.
Take me to East LA. Well, I guess I should just head for the church. Which way was it again? Ah, right here. I wonder what kind of opposition Hazel can muster. Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's going to be enough. Truth be told, I could probably destroy him and all of his followers on my own. And then there's Victoria and the rest of the pack, as well as Mack, allegedly. I wonder if he'll show up. The fuck is that sound? Well, whatever it is, I don't really care. Hazel!
So you see, faithful followers, true believers, death shall come for you, just as it comes for us all. I urge you to welcome its bittersweet embrace with a warm heart, for it shall... You treacherous viper! You two-faced temptress, you contemptuous, insolent wench!
Is this how you welcome all friends into your temple, Hazel? What's the matter? Not feeling yourself these nights? You seem a bit... infermo.
You treacherous swine! You bring famine and pestilence upon my house, but I shall bloody my hands with war and death to...
Your pride has gotten the better of you this time, Senor Thoms. Blame the devil for your sins if you must, but it's not me. Not anyone in this war pack spreading your disease, your demented vision of Gehenna.
Oh, hypocrite! Curse the earth you stand upon. It's your vices that have brought this plague. It was your word that was broken to feed my hungry flock. I will strike you down with...
Please, Hazel, stop dreaming. We all saw what happened with Esabasura Vic. You can blame him too, if it eases your fevered head. But your excuses won't stand. You're not that important. Your title means shit. And you won't step in on our turf any further.
Those girls are gonna cost me a pretty penny, Hazel. Somebody's gotta pay, and your credits dried up real fast in this town.
But I... Blind, unwashed heretics. The whole lot of you. Victoria, you crooked harlot. I will dig up your heart and cast it into my hearth to heat my home. Mark my words!
I'm sorry, but there's no place in the Sabbat for a self-obsessed, plague-bearing, Gehenna-dealing traitor like you. This is street justice, bendejo.
You think I am beaten? You doubt the glory of Hazel, Tomes, you fools! I waste not and want not. I am no judge of the wicked, no! All that follow me shall find salvation. Rise up, my flock. Feed yourself on the flesh of the meek.
Well, that was fucking annoying. Man, is there even anyone that can stand up to me at this point? He went down like a fucking bitch. Anyone left? That's Mack's goal. Better not shoot him yet. I think that's all of them.
Hazel, his acolytes. Such a shame that blind ambition would get the better of our brothers. But his sacrifice will not be forgotten, not wasted. No, quite the opposite. Even his tainted blood, spilled upon the earth, will feed Quetzalcoatl in his battle against the Red Star, the harbinger of this cycle's end. So shall our blood feed each other, so long as Cain's grandchildren lay at rest, ready to rise up and run amok, The battle for the fifth sun is ours as well. And now, with every pretender lying in the ashes, this pack stands at the forefront of the war against the ancients. Time is the fire we all dance in, and while this hour burns bright with strife, I shall take the Turquoise Lord's hand and lead this pack through the blaze of Gehenna. With providence towards the battle to come, I welcome these two new warriors into our pack. Both have sacrificed and endured to stand here among us. Both are ready to take our blood as their own, to make them whole again, to make them discípulos de Shikoat.
Well, I guess I'm finally one of them. I hope it's going to be worth it in the end. That whole ceremony was fucking gay, by the way, with us exchanging blood. Well, needs must, I guess. At the very least, supposedly, it's going to ensure that they are going to be loyal to me. Obviously, supposedly it works the other way round as well, but... well, let's just say they wouldn't be the first ones to underestimate me and the power of my will. I'm sure if I chose to, I could betray them at any moment anyway. So this blood bond is more of a bond for them than it is for me. Now, that Hazel guy was a fucking bitch. Like, he went down so easily, perhaps even easier than Therese, and at the very least she had the fucking decency to well, mostly shut up as I was killing her, whereas he, man, was he blabbering on and on about vices, about sin, about how we're supposedly corrupted and everything, and then he fucking went down like a fucking bitch in a couple of bursts. Now, Vicotria, right? Number one. Now, with him being dealt with, I think we're finally ready to move against, you know, to find the sarcophagus, I guess, if they need to, but also to fucking move against the Camarilla at last. I don't fucking care about his...
Yo, killer, I got something you need to hear about.
I was just about to say I don't fucking care about your opinion, and yet here you are, bothering me anyway. What is it?
Remember those drugs that disappeared? I haven't forgotten about that. And I hope you hadn't either. It never turned up, so we still got a job to do, Holmes.
I don't really care about that. What would you want me to do anyway?
Si, pero I might know something. This kid, Eduardo, he's been a soldier with the Kings for a few years now. Never any problems with him. Not until now.
Just get on with it already. I don't have all night.
He gets his cut, fair and square, just like everybody else. I know how much he makes. What I don't know is how he can afford the sweet new wheels he's flashing around the hood. He's gotta be double dealing somewhere else. If he thought he could rip me off and make a buck on the side, I'm gonna have his balls in a jar.
Well, where is this little shit?
He lives here, in the projects, but he hasn't come home for a couple days. Just look for his ride. 70 Chevy Malibu, blue. Hard to miss. He ain't got much for brains, but no one can say he's got bad taste.
What makes you think it's him? Not that I fucking care, I can kill him just the same, but still.
It seems like these nights I can't be sure of anything. My gut says he's the guy. You'll have to shake him down to be sure. Or just put a bullet in his brain. That should make damn sure he's not double dipping. Up to you.
Well, I guess I can do both of those things.
Chido. If you can, find out who he's selling to. If someone's trying to move in on our turf, I want to know about it.
Well, I'll try to figure it out before I bleed him dry. But first, speaking about bleeding, I'll take a sip from that. Seems almost full. And I'll also go down and ask Victoria about some of those rituals. Hey.
¿Qué pasa? How does the night find you?
I've got some questions.
How can I brighten your mind tonight, K-Knight?
Tell me more about the traditions of the Sabbat.
Living among those Camarilla licks. I'm sure there's plenty of the Sabbat you don't understand. We are not thugs, monsters, and mongrels as they would have you believe. What you'll come to know is that we are a sect of ritual and fraternity.
Yeah, I figured out the ritual part. Would you tell me more about that? I am not particularly enamored with it, but still, would perhaps be prudent to learn more.
See, the rituals of the Sabbat define us. As individuals, as a pack, as a sect. The rites are as many as there are followers of the Sabbat, but some are known to all. The creation rites, which you've conveniently ignored, for now. The Palagrande, the bloodbath. All are importante, pero none so much as the Valdri.
Well, tell me about this Valdri.
Some mistake it for a binding ritual, but that could not be further from the truth. We take in each other's vitae to unite the path.
So that's what we've done.
As a single soul, we become more capable, more lucid than we could ever hope to achieve alone. We cement our kinship in blood, liberating ourselves from our elders. It is the ultimate brotherhood, the ultimate freedom.
I'm not sure I agree with her take on that being freedom, but again, she doesn't need to know how little I care about that. Let them believe I'm their brother, whatever it means, and I'll just bide my time and see, well, where this business will lead me to, and which opportunities are best for me to take. I have some other questions.
How can I brighten your mind tonight, K-Knight?
Tell me more about the Sabbat.
Living among those Camarilla licks.
Yeah, you told me that already. But tell me more about the whole pack aspect.
It goes beyond simple brothers in arms. In the Camarilla, you lived in your own haven, fought your own battles, you struggled alone. As Sabbat, we are not so petty and self-motivated. From our communal den to our crusade against the ancients, the pack lives as one.
Communal den? So is that why you all live together?
See, it's modest, yes.
Modest?
The
It's a fucking shithole.
walls, flaking with decay. But it's defensible, and the downtrodden thugs provide both security and sustenance. This is home to all disciples de Chicoat.
Yeah, whatever. Let's talk about something different.
How can I brighten your mind tonight, K-Knight?
I have a few questions about people.
Tell me, who?
Well, what's your take on this fat-ass guy, Arturo? Why do you care so much about him?
With the taste of my sweet blood, he's found the world he's longed for in secret. But even with his newfound power, his desires guide him. It's disgraceful to see a Setite led so blindly by passion. If he fails to master his heart soon, I will find something for it to chase.
What do you mean, exactly?
Don't worry for the fate of Arturo. I'll serve as his guide, whether he ascends to glory or unravels completely.
Well, surely I'm not going to serve as anything for him. I don't give a slightest damn about what happens to him. He's your responsibility, but let's talk about someone else.
Tell me, who?
Now, are you finally ready to tell me more about this girl, Ariana? You seem to care about her as well, which is pretty weird if you ask me.
Told you before, that book is closed. Unless it's agony you crave, You won't touch even a single hair on her head.
Oh, believe me, I don't fucking care, but I'm just interested in your take. You don't seem the most caring person overall, so why the change regarding her? Why are you so protective of her?
If you must pry. Her veins still run hot with my mortal blood.
Huh.
I planted my seeds almost a century ago, and still the legacy grows on in her, and her brother.
Well, it's hard to believe that someone such as you would have such a weak spot, but, well, you do you. I don't fucking care enough to hurt her.
Knight, listen carefully. My heart may have been buried many moons ago, but question my allegiance to the beast again, and I'll see that yours is removed.
She's really a fan of idle threats, but apparently not a fan of irony, because most of the time she's like, oh, you're not supposed to be making idle threats, and yet she does it constantly. I don't care, just talk about someone else.
Tell me, who?
Someone else.
See?
Well, what's your take on the Mack?
His deity is the dollar. Fool. He's too young to have learned that the dead don't deal in cold currency. Let him cling to mortal vices. The shadow he casts is no imposition to me. Like any nomadic Sabbat, he'll forever be a servant to his host.
And you still hold a grudge against him for the whole ordeal with Ariana?
He tempted my hand, but no true harm was done. A brother in the Sabbat, I couldn't move against him openly. In you, I found the discretion I sorely needed. I owe you that, Knight, and I will not forget what you did.
Yeah, I have some other questions you could answer.
How can I brighten your mind tonight, Knight?
I have questions about some more people.
Tell me, who? See?
What's your take on the Archbishop, Andre?
Time and again the Archbishop's earned my respect. He understands the Sabbat's true purpose. I would kill and die for him.
And what purpose is that? The true purpose of the Sabbat?
A sword to cut the dark
Yeah, right,
strings
that bullshit
pulls us
again.
nightly. He and I speak in perfect harmony of what must be done in these final nights.
Well, the sarcophagus seems to be the talk of the town. You really think he's above and trying to consume the ancient within? You really think he'll go through with destroying it if we find it?
If he's as fallible as you think, then know that I am not. I trust my Archbishop. If you're wise, you'll guard your doubts more closely.
Yeah, whatever. About someone else.
Tell me, who? See?
Do tell me about yourself. We've been working together for quite a while now, and I've heard some wild stories about your clan in particular. I don't know much about what are they called? Setites? So please, enlighten me with that, at least.
There's more than just a simple chola behind this painted glare. But I think you know that already. What do you really want to know?
Well, tell me more about your clan.
Some would say I am a daughter of Seth, but I am heretic among those corrupted members of my bloodline that swear fealty to the sleeping Egyptian blood god that birthed my clan. No, I've seen the true Serpent's Light.
Serpent's Light? The fuck's that about?
The lessons of the old gods would be lost on you. It's enough you know they are real, powerful, terrible things that dwarf even the descendants of Cain himself. I have glimpsed Shikowat with my own eyes, and he demands adoration.
The fuck is that Shikowatl thing? Is that some kind of an Aztec god? It seems to ring a bell, but tell me more.
As a girl, I never believed my grandmother's tales of the fifth sun, the world's creation. It was nothing but an old woman's mad ramblings. But in the first dance of fire my pack led me through, the turquoise lord himself appeared to me in Nawali form, the fire serpent Shikoat. It was his gifts that pushed me through that night and every bit of vitae I ever shed. It's all my tithings to him.
Well, whatever, I don't particularly give a shit about any of that, and I'm not sure if I believe any of that, but you do you, as long as it doesn't interfere with our business. You can pray and kneel before anything you desire. As far as I go, I don't really kneel before anyone. I'd prefer others to do the kneeling.
Tell me, who?
I would like to learn more about you, though.
See?
As I said, tell me more about yourself.
There's more than just a simple chola behind this painted glare. But I think you know that already. What do you really want to know?
Well, tell me, generally, your story so far. How did you come to be in this place you are now?
I grew up a child of revolution. I know this world well enough to understand that what you want's to be taken with force, that nothing is ever given without pain, without sacrifice.
You've been living with this gang a while then, it seems.
Since before the pachucas of the 30s and 40s. It was the only way to survive the streets of Los Angeles after mi familia fled the Huerte regime, and it's served as a stable seat of power ever since.
And through all of this time, you've kept your mortal family close. Why? It seems like a weakness.
Some might say. In death, losing my family, it's been the most painful thing I've known. But there's wisdom in that suffering, and clinging to the pain is the wisest thing I know to do.
I don't really understand that, but whatever. I'll leave you to your suffering for now. She's weird. She's a strange mix of like religiosity and mysticism, and well, she's clearly not weak in a conventional sense, generally speaking, but some of her ideas seem... Wait, where's the... Oh, right. I didn't fucking see the door for a second there. Some of her ideas seem strangely mired in, attachment to humanity, or at least to some vestiges of it, like the remnants of her mortal family. I wouldn't... Well, it's different for me, because I never knew my family, so I can't really compare that, but even if I did, I don't think I would have fucking cared at this point. And she's noticeably older than me, and still, she seems to still cling to whatever she had back then. I don't really understand that. Now, I'm supposed to find a blue car, right? Belonging to the guy that supposedly stole the drugs. Is that blue? I can't really fucking see it that well in this light. I guess I'll check the laundromat. Well, nobody here apart from her.
Thanks for taking care of things with Arturo and Joaquin. I owe you my life.
Well, I might come to take it one of those nights. But for now, I don't really need to. Although, you know what? You might show your appreciation in other ways. Kneel. Oh, you fucking bitch. Well, I guess you don't value your life that much. What a stupid whore. Like, I wasn't planning on killing her, but apparently she didn't like living as much as I thought she did. Well, actually, wasn't Ariana supposed to, I mean, not Ariana, Victoria supposed to kill her and the other guy anyway? What's the deal with that? I hope they didn't need her. Then again, I don't fucking care what they need or not. If they have any problems with me, well, let's just say they are going to have a larger problem once they tell me about it, because I'm sure as hell not going to care. Oh, maybe it's this one. What did she say it was? A Malibu? Well, I guess I'll check this taco shop. Is that one of them, maybe? Hey, you.
Hey, you having a good night? You're looking a little pale, man. You need to eat. Hey, let me get you a burrito. I'm feeling generous.
Well, I don't really care. Is that him? She didn't... I mean, he, the fat guy, didn't describe him to me that well. Maybe she knows something. Hey, you.
Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Did you, like, want to place an order or something?
Well, I don't really like Mexican food, but what have you got on the menu?
Oh, everything is good here. The tacos can be a bit chewy, though. The taquitos are good, but only if you like them soggy. You can also get a burrito, but only order the beef burrito. Do not order pollo, okay? Or you can get a chimichanga. We have grande, enorme, gigante. Oh, also there's flan.
Yeah, listen. You couldn't really pay me to eat this shit. I'm just looking for someone, and I thought you might know him, but apparently not. Maybe it's... Hey, you!
Hey, you having a good night?
You said that already, but you seem to be in an awfully good mood yourself.
Hell yeah! My wallet's full, the night is young. About to hit the club with my boys. What's not to love?
That your car out front?
Yeah, what a sweet ride, right?
Yeah, so that's him.
I just picked that Chevy up like a week ago. One look at the ad, I knew it was mine. Shit, riding around town, I could practically hear all the chicas' panties falling off for miles around. You feel me?
Tell me where you got the money for the car.
Right, yeah. The pimp down the street I'm working for now. He pays well. The work is easy. That's all I ever wanted. Running with the kings. They're my boys. But it's bad for my health. You know what I'm saying?
Huh. So he's working for the Mack then? Well, now that you've told me what I need to know, I'm going to make an example of you. Plus, I just need some fun, if you know what I mean. It's going to be considerably less fun for you, but we can't all be winners, can we?
Hey, where you going, man?
Huh, he dropped something. Ah, that's Mack's business card. Yeah, so I guess he's working for the Mack. Will I be taking him down as well? Where's the girl? You. Kneel. Might as well drain her, it doesn't fucking matter at this point. And you, just so that you don't feel lonely around here, I can send you with the others, you know. Anything in the freezer? Not really. Well. I guess I'll go back to Vicotria and tell her what I learned. Presumably she's going to send me to deal with the Mack, which I don't really mind. That'll be yet another vampire who crumbles beneath my might. Hey, fat guy.
Take care of things with Eduardo yet?
Well, I found something, but it's perhaps best if I take it to Vicotria. Again with the fucking music. I swear she's doing that just to annoy me. Hey.
¿Qué pasa? How does the night find you?
Well, I think I know where your drugs went, but I don't think you're going to like it. It seems we've got another traitor in our midst.
A traitor? That's quite the grave claim to make. Careful what words fall from your lips, Lick. Arrogant insults and hollow rumors could easily bring you the final death.
Well, Arturo and I figured out that one of the kings is being played by the Mack. Some kid just happens to have a lot of extra money laying around. Does this sound like a coincidence to you?
And that's cause for what? To strike down a fellow Sabbat because of coincidence. The Mack's made himself more and more unwelcome these nights, but we won't betray him out of inconvenience.
Well, if you don't believe me, then fine. Let him keep running around and meddling in your business, turning your own people against you. That doesn't seem like the best strategy for a bishop, but what do I know?
Why would he steal from me? Is that gamble really worth the thrill?
Well, how would I know? If you want to know for sure, then we're gonna have to force the answer out of him.
I've long wondered his ambitions in my city. Idle hands and with eyes so big and wide as his, it doesn't fit. What is he waiting for? And without a pack, it's a disgrace. Yes, Cainite. I think my patience for him has met its end.
Well, I'm going to enjoy kicking his ass.
Gather the pack, gringo. It's time we paid our shadowy friend a visit. Find out the truth of his nature. If the eyes behind his glasses are really so big. I will cut the serpent's light from his chest myself if his love for his brothers is truly so slim.
Well, I'll get ready and get to it, but I think tomorrow. Before I retire for the night, though, there is still something I wanted to ask you about. There is this part in the Code of Milan about ritual combat. Where was it? Lex Talionis, blah blah blah. Yeah, the Ritus of Monomacy shall be used to settle disputes among the Sabbat. I wanted to ask about that. as I said, have some questions.
How can I brighten your mind tonight, K-Knight?
Tell me about the Sabbat's rituals.
Living among those Camarilla licks. I'm sure there's plenty of the Sabbat you don't understand.
You're kind of repeating yourself, but I wanted to ask about rituals.
See.
Yeah, this fraternal aspect you mentioned. Tell me about solving conflicts and the like.
It goes beyond simple brothers in arms. In the Camarilla, you lived in your own haven, fought your own battles, you struggled alone. As Sabbat, we are not so petty and self-motivated. From our communal den to our crusade against the ancients, the pack lives as one.
Yeah, you told me about the communal den already. Not exactly what I meant.
See? How can I brighten your mind tonight, K-Knight?
She doesn't seem to want to talk about that.
Living among those Camarilla licks. I'm sure there's plenty of the Sabbat you don't understand. See. Some mistake it for a binding ritual, but that could not be further from the truth.
Yeah, that's what I meant. There must be conflict within the Sabbat. There's no way everyone just gets along, so tell me more about solving those.
Of course not. But unlike the Camarilla, who would hide their contempt and strife behind deceitful smiles, the Sabbat have the courage to confront their conflict, face to face, mano a mano. We have the right of monomancy.
Yeah, tell me more about that. It might be useful to me in the future should I want to challenge one of them for leadership.
Ritual combat. When two members of the Sabbat reach an impasse, with the pack priest's blessings, the two rivals battle to the death. The rules of engagement are as varied as the conflicts themselves, but the last K-Knight standing gets final word on the matter.
Well, have you ever declared the right of monomacy against another?
No, but as a pack priest I once presided over the duel between a pander and the La Sombra that loved to press his buttons. The keeper never saw an equal in the pander, so one night it was finally enough. Their problems were solved inside a car compactor with 2 chainsaws. The pander won.
The fuck's a pander?
Perdón. Our name for the clanless of the Sabbat. Some do not recognize them as true Sabbat, or give them the respect they deserve. I have seen their strength and resolve. I saw it that night.
Well, if some of them were strong enough to assert their claims, then I guess they were owed whatever respect they could, they could earn for themselves. It doesn't really matter what clan you are. What matters is the power you wield. Anyway, I think that's all for now. I'll go and talk with the Mack, see if I can find confirmation of his treason. But I think I'm going to do that tomorrow night. This night has been long enough. Again, I don't fucking care about the fat guy's opinion on things, so if I can solve this without him getting involved, then it's all the better, actually. I still shudder at the memory of that fucking gay-ass ritual in which we all exchanged each other's blood, and the fucking guy was all up in my face, daring me to fucking lick his wrist and all that gay-ass shit. The Sabbat is different than I anticipated, but there have been some fun moments.
Going somewhere?
Yeah, take me downtown. horse not here, so I guess my own ghoul will have to do, as far as feeding goes. Kneel before me. Well, I think it's enough for the night. Tomorrow I'll take the battle to the Mack, and with him being done, I hope we can finally get out of East LA and move back to strike against the Camarilla. Although I guess Andre will probably tell me to chase that fucking sarcophagus, but everyone seems to be interested in it, so while I do that, hopefully I'll get the chance to bash a few skulls. And with that pleasant thought, I think that's all for now.